because I feel like this game mode is way better than people get slack for. I think like this is an absolutely amazing game mode that Dbl should have added way before, and I give them props for it, but the way that they're approaching this, I feel like might be slightly misguided. I feel like, if anything, this would be a secondary, like, competitive game mode, no? Like, let's not. God, you can't make that up. I'm not even focused on the gameplay and I have to mention that. Wow, yeah, 17, you just carried there, my god. Hey guys, Phoenix Edit for here, and today we'll be making a video on my thoughts on this rating match proud shit. Is it good? Is it bad? What needs to be done? Does it need to be fixed? That will be answered today. So I'll be running more of a powerful opponent team. If I'm being honest, this is probably the team that I'm gonna be running. Also, I'm probably gonna be switching him with him. That's just my personal thoughts. Actually, speaking of double, let's just not waste any more time. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more time, and let's just get right into this. First matchup of the day in here, we have a... Yeah, this is a pretty good goddamn team. I'll give you that much, actually. His equipments are really good. I'm looking at this. Wow. What is this? Hold on. I can't even check the actual equipment. That's cool. Let me see. This guy... Probably YouTube, if I'm being honest. This is probably a really good team. Okay, my first thought about this rating match pod thing is the format. It should not interfere with the normal game mode. That's my first thought. It just shouldn't. It's a pretty bad idea if I'm being honest. The normal rating match, in my opinion, was very good on its own. It barely needed any change if I'm being completely honest with you. I thought it was fine, personally. I didn't see a real issue with it. But once we get... God, this is really tricky here. But once we get down to it, this is a really bad game mode for free-to-play players. Because instead of now only having to worry about, 3 possibilities, now you're looking at, completely different things how you look at TV. Now you have to look at, completely different prospects. First of all, this is double the equipment I have to get. Even I'm not prepared for it. I thought this would be a separate game mode, as I believe that it should be. This should not interfere because it's going to be bad for normal players. It's going to be pretty good for whales who just love spending money on this game and having all the equipment, having all the chrono courses to spend on these equipment. But for normal people, this is not the update for them. This is really not good, if I'm being completely honest with you. But you should not be happy about this. And I mean, sure, you could be like, but people want to use the 3x Zenkai book Beast Gohan, and I'm not saying that this game mode should just dissolve into a casual, because I feel like this game mode is way better than people get slack for. I think like this is an absolutely amazing game mode that Dbl should have added way before, and I give them props for it, but the way that they're approaching this, I feel like might be slightly misguided. I feel like, if anything, this would be a secondary, competitive game mode, no? Let's not. God, you can't make that up. I'm not even focused on the gameplay and I have to mention that. Wow, yeah, 17, you just carried there, my god. But it should really be... Oh man, oh wow, that's really cool. It should be main game mode and then a little side, if let me pull up Rocket League. Everyone plays 2v2s and people play 3v3s and people play 1-on-1s. A lot of people played them, and let me actually, hold on, I need to pick the characters, hold on. Okay, let me explain. Rocket League has its 3 competitive game modes. Now, it only really uses 1, but we're gonna act as if it uses all 3 of them, if I'm being honest. Oh god, this sucks, man, piece of shit. Let's see what you got. That's really... Okay. First... Don't know why you would do that. Really don't know why you would do that. That's a shit decision by you. See how much damage this does. Oh, that's really good. Wow, that's really good, actually. That's really good damage. Plus an extra blue card for frenzies. Yeah, man. I like this. This is pretty good. Ah, and I should have immediately just blue carded there. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Actually, Brady Vegeta can take that pretty well. I've seen his damage a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I feel like if anything, you could maybe, I don't know if you look at him, but you should probably nerf the Chrono Crystals. Like, okay, imagine Pride and the normal game mode are two separate game modes. DBL should encourage people to play the new series of 3 game mode. I feel like that's the way it should be done, right? Like, I'm not being stupid here. What's up? Get the fuck out of my face, kid. And the way I see it as is 2 separate game modes. If people want to play one, they should get reward for it. If people want to play both, playing it both ways should be the best way for people to get Chrono Crystals. So I say maybe remove like a couple, maybe like a quarter of the Chrono Crystals from the normal game mode, and maybe add that and a little bit more to the new one. So let's say for number 1 players get I think around 1,300. That shouldn't really be picked. Let's just put it at 1,000. People get around maybe. Normal people I usually get around 500. Let's just say I get around 300 now. Okay, that's cool. Plus the group ranking should probably stay the same. I really feel like that's a great incentive for people to play the game, but that's besides the point. That is good. Oh, you really thought so, huh? Okay, that's interesting. Please I get something here. Okay. And then Pride mode should be like almost the same thing, maybe like a little bit less Chrono Crystals. So if I usually get around 300 to 400 crystals per thing, I should maybe get 200, maybe like half of what I get from the normal game mode. Or maybe you could just make them both the same. If DBL wants people to play both of them, they should give both of them a good amount of Chrono Crystals so that people would play PvP and want to spend money on this game. Because people want to spend money on the teams, and to spend money on the teams, you need to get the good characters, which means you need to spend money. So it makes most sense if you put all the Chrono Crystals in the making of these teams in the first place, right? So I feel like that'd be the best idea. Getting rid of both, getting rid of one of the game modes, it's just not needed. I feel like both could survive, especially in this. I feel like both could easily survive. So that's like my main, like the main thoughts on this is that's like the main what I'm thinking right now. But it really depends on what DBL wants to do in the future. Wow, that was a really good fucking play. Wow, good for you, man. I actually did not expect that. I'll give you the props for that. That was very good. I'm gonna write the rest again.
Think you can get away?
Okay, that's fine. I get an extra blue card. I really wanted to get a projectile, so I could just projectile, rise and rush, kill him. Cell does have decent defense on him, so I don't expect him to die from this. I think Cell my expectations. Sure do. Okay, maybe that was just not needed, right? I know this guy's not happy with me. I can tell he's not happy with me. You can just tell by the way he's playing it. That's the main part. I feel like this is a really good game mode. But if you were gonna do this, you should have told us like months. Like maybe in January, December even. A sneak peek. Because if I knew this was a thing that was gonna happen, when the Mega Bonsai BS happened, I would have grinded so much more, and that's the second part. The equipment, the grinding, you have to do double the grind to just want to play this game mode. It's a completely different game mode, and I feel like you should have gave us more time to prepare for it. So Actually, I'm not even gonna waste any more time. I feel like that was plenty enough. Because at the same time, these take a lot more time. And let's just say someone's in school and they want to get a quick one done. Quick, bam, 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 out the way. Quick, quick, quick. I feel like the normal rating match should be there so he can get it done. Hey, they have like 10 minutes before class and teacher tells they can chill. Alright, quick this. If I do a prod, the class is gonna end and I'm gonna have to fucking watch on my next class playing this shit and probably play the beginning 5 minutes of this just playing this shit, especially if this goes into the third round. So I feel like this is a pretty bad idea. I feel like both should be included. Both should have either the same amount of chrono crystals or probably should have slightly less chrono crystals, with this being slightly less as well. That's my main thoughts on this prod thing. I do think both of them should be in. Do not take one of them out. It's a really good game mode. I cannot stress that enough. Please keep this in. I actually enjoy the idea a lot. But other than that, leave down a couple of what you think about this new rating match prod thing. And remember, this is Fire Phoenix 984 signing out.